By most accounts, it started in Rome in 2008. By the time these pictures were taken in Paris 3 years later, one side of a small bridge near Notre Dame was covered with padlocks placed there by young lovers. They carve or paint their initials and throw the keys in the Seine. In 2011, the locks were only just spreading to the other side of the bridge, and you still could see some river between the locks. But not anymore. 2 years later, both sides are covered. There are locks specially made for the occasion. There are locks on top of locks. The locks have spread to both sides of the much bigger Pont des Arts. They're starting to turn up on the Pont Neuf, and even in advertising. They've become a tourist attraction by day and by night. In 2015, the lovelocks are still a big draw for tourists. When authorities put plexiglass on one side, lovers put locks on the other. And in some very hard-to-reach places. But things have taken an ugly turn. The locks on this bridge have been defaced by graffiti. And by something even more predictable, rust. Over at the Pont des Arts, all those locks were so heavy they damaged the bridge, so they were all taken down and replaced with a temporary barrier. But this being Paris, even a temporary barrier isn't going to be plain plywood. One year later, an attractive, new permanent fence is in place. And on the bridge where it all started, there's a new fence on one side and construction work on the other. But the lovelocks of Paris have not disappeared. Remember the Pont Neuf last year? This year, it's filled to capacity. Or at least, it was. But the game of cat and mouse continues. They're on anything that even looks like a bridge. And any fence that's anywhere near water. So, as we said last year, while it seems that love may not always find a way, the lovelocks will.